One of the two.
I think it's a story.
Story, okay.
Story. Is it a story?
If we did 11-6.
The next story, yeah.
Mr. Shadas, I believe the front section on the caterpillar is designed to hold people who will then disembark. If I'm not mistaken. Yes? Since yes.
What, the cockpit?
Is we are reporting.
Cockpit's over on the side,
Oh, right.
in the back. Front's just where the docking collar is. Yeah, there would be people in there in theory to go through the docking collar.
Yeah, that's where
To
the.
help with any rescue missions.
Rescue mission.
Yeah.
Rescuing your ship from you.
Yes.
Ben, are you getting any tweets?
Okay.
Tweets?
So tweets. I said sleep, but that may be
No.
some wishful thinking. I mean,
Very, very wishful
let me see
thinking.
if anyone's been tweeting at me. It's Bandit Loaf is my Twitter account. If you want to ask me a question there. This goes back to when we were talking about Pluto. Someone has pointed out that Pluto is a Plutoid.
A Plutoid?
Plutoid. Oh, here's one for Dave. Could you ask Dave when the next writer's guide will be? We missed yesterday's due to the site being down.
Yes. I guess we'll do it next week.
Do which one next week?
The last writer's guide was supposed to post on Thursday, but we
Okay.
ended
Yeah,
up,
because it was a separate.
yeah. But yeah, we'll probably it's ready to go. Really nice.
I think they can wait till next week. They got a lot of content in here.
They've had
Yeah.
plenty to digest today.
It's got to be done before next Thursday, which is the new.
We'll sneak it in there at some point.
We close next Thursday, so
Yeah.
4th of July.
Monday. Why not? Why not?
Okay.
They've been very patient,
The writer's guide.
sticking with us through a 24-hour live stream. Why not give them a writer's guide on Monday? Doesn't that seem like a good idea?
I would give people who had to listen to me for 24 hours.
Rest in
Uh,
peace, Robin.
Sophie asks.
The,
She says, "Don't fall asleep."
Also,
or-
you have to be exaggerated.
Honestly, we'll put you in the
Don't
Idris.
fall asleep. We'll put you in the Idris.
Is that bad?
I
want to be in the
think a
Idris.
lot of people want to be in the
Yeah,
Idris.
so I was
right
like,
now.
I'm sure. I'm not sure that's a bad thing.
On the hangar stuff, you'll definitely see your cargo in your holds if you go back and see your hold. I'm not so sure about seeing it transferred from ship to ship, so the one thing we don't know yet is we kind of would like some cool way, like when you outfit your ship, that you actually see the bits get put on it, but right now you'll arrange it in your sort of hollow UI system, and then they'll just pop onto the ship.
Smart crates. For
Wouldn't it be really cool? It would be cool to see like some robot come out and start like attaching the parts.
Yes.
Here's a Rob question.
A Rob question.
How will you address linguistics for aliens? Are you going with the Babelfish approach, or will they just be unintelligible?
Unintelligible's no fun. It'll be some sort of translator, I'm sure.
Maybe
We're just gonna babble.
maybe it's an upgrade. You have to get the better translator, and to be better at trade, you have to get the.
Mm.
So you had to think about French localization, which I think we said yes to before.
No, we're talking about aliens, though.
I
I
don't
don't think French people count as that.
Give the Twitch chat
It'd be great if all the aliens spoke French.
No, I was looking at the Twitch questions.
Oh, okay.
There was a question about is there going to be localized in French?
It would answer a lot of questions, though.
Bonjour, je suis.
How are you today?
I'm
Tired.
Tired? Who's tired?
tired. What's that?
I think we're beyond tired. We've wrapped around now.
It's like going over the swing set.
Yeah.
Yeah, this chat's going pretty quick on Twitch.
Yeah, I was trying to watch the chat roll, and honestly, they were reposting the questions so fast, I couldn't read any of them.
Gray says, will the M50 be able to dock in the Snub Fighter Bay in the Constellation?
No.
F-50's pretty small,
Unless you fly very
but
fast.
not in the
The
Constellation.
Constellation, no.
No, the Constellation's got the...
The P-52 is small and it has to fold its wings up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Idris, it'll fit in the Idris.
In the Idris, yeah, but in the Constellation...
That probably could fit.
Yeah, I think it would fit.
Anything the same size or smaller than Hornet will
No, we
fit.
can cut it. We can get it. What's it?
Here's an interesting question with the P-52. Do you have any long-range, rough thoughts about expanding the kind of craft that you can stick in those tender bays? Tender bays, rather?
Right now, I think we're just thinking about the P-52.
I'm going to start clearing the table for the eventual peace talk.
Oh, sure.
That we
Like less of a fighter and more of a skip.
It's just
I don't know.
They've been at it for a while.
They'll be very peaceful when they're asleep.
We might get to watch them die.
I don't think the fighter is particularly heavy in terms of mass and what you're doing. I can't even remember. Ben, do you remember what we had the P-52 actual weight as?
I do not, but it's very light comparatively.
Yeah, much smaller than any of the ships.
Smaller than your ships.
I think its thrust to weight ratio is the best in the game right now, or something like that. It has that high theoretical potential for just a fuel that eventual thought about thrust engine.
It's going to be pretty spry, but not jump capable.
No. So it's a fighter with a very specific role. So quit trying to use it for everything else.
Right.
Those are the other ships before.
Fashion.
I don't think we need this. Trash everywhere.
I know.
Hey Chris, could you talk to us a little bit about how you envision like a player group or guild like using some of the larger ships like the cruisers, destroyers, and Bengals that they're talking about as a forward base?
Well, I mean, basically, the bigger capital ships would be sort of like, imagine them as sort of a movable, whatever you want to think of it, as a space station or something. So essentially, you and the group of people that you're playing with can have some of your ships, some of your cargo on the bigger ships, and you'll also be able to sort of essentially save in safe areas when you're not under combat. Like you're in orbit around a planet or something. The downside is that the bigger capital ships are persistent. So if you're not playing and someone shows up, you're not really defending your ship, or none of your squad mates and guild mates are, the ship could be taken away from you.
Would you be able to conceivably change your loadout with one of the larger ships if you could dock inside of it?
If you have the items, the ships like the bigger ships on hangars, like anything else, they can store ships and other items, and that's the same for a hangar that was showing sort of in the hangar app, or a hangar that would be sitting on a Bengal carrier. And it's just sort of up to us to say it can hold these items, or how many items it can hold, and how many.
So what do you envision happening like if you log off and someone takes your ship from you? What's going to happen to all your stuff that was in that hangar?
What do you mean in terms of the big persistent ship?
Yeah. So
Well, you're going to lose it.
okay, but not the big ship. Obviously, that's going to go with the people that took it next. But say if I docked and logged off while I was docked in the ship, what happens then?
Well, if you're keeping items and ships on a persistent capital ship, and you're gone and you log off, someone comes and takes the ship from you, you lose everything you'll have on that ship.
Okay.
Means like if I dock my freelancer on the Bengal and then I log off for the night, when I log back in, will my freelancer still be in the Bengal?
Well,
Even if somebody else.
oh, you mean like if you haven't been attacked or whatever, and you come back on and no one's attacked you, you'll be basically back on the Bengal with your freelancer. But if someone comes and takes it while you're sleeping, then it's all gone.
Okay.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
Yep.
We are getting ready for the Legante Kin Shadow Peace Summit. Have that in just a moment.
Were they going to recap for everyone?
I think so. You wanna, Mr. Producer?
Sir, come in.
Wonder if you want to start running the Legante Kin Shadow?
Yeah, we're doing that.
perspective?
We're trying to get them to actually be able to be in the same room together.
Okay.
So once we've got a little bit of peace there, we'll run those videos and then escort them into the room for talks. And Dr. Hawk will be mediating between the two.